Young people who persistently abuse substances often experience an array of problems, including academic difficulties and health-related problems that affect their performance in the world of work. Productivity South Africa works with global body, the Institute for Development Management, to track productivity. The entity's economist Juliet Mashabela says the country is developing a despondent youth that is not competitive and struggle to actively participate in the economy due to, amongst others, drug use.
Youth unemployment is crisis in our country. And when we look at this measure, competitiveness in the country in terms of youth unemployment, we rank 67 out of 67 countries, meaning we are the last in terms of youth unemployment in the world. Like the crisis is so high that when we are compared with other countries, we realize that we are the highest in terms of youth unemployment.
Thando Masawa has been clean for 4 years. He started a foundation to help young people who are struggling with drug use. He says the youth is fading and the country must have a hard talk.
The first generation of addicts is fading away, and the second generation of addicts is being introduced, where our youth are being introduced to codeine and Zol and different kind of cough mixtures, where they mix them with Sprites and Sprites, different cold drinks. You find in one section there's 20 taverns, So I think it's a time whereby it must be proper checks and see if these people are doing their thing in the right manner. And I think it's about time as a country we stand up to such things. Hopefully this time this national dialogue will have action and will check the social ills in a proper way.
The foundation is working with recovering addicts like Thabo Tshwarisang from Soweto, who says drugs have cost him relations with his family and he's also lost his job. He's been clean now for 2 years and 5 months.
I almost used all kind of drugs, because it started with the weed, then alcohol, then it's escalated to crystal, to cat, and heroin, nyaupe, they call it nyaupe. Yes, so these drugs, they have put in impact in my life. It destroyed my relationship with my family, my job. I lost my job, and I also lost myself. Into a escalator, go spanning, sekutwa, chelete, sekutwa, go dilo current abatu. So, ke tole fix ya ka bona. So this thing impacted too much. Gore ke tle ke lose le Spani, ke lose Spani in a way za gore ba retrench, then I got a chance gore ke tole an interview somewhere. When I got that chance gore ke tole interview somewhere, ke ne ke vaisitswe ke my company gore when they retrenched me, they took me to other company gore it take over. So I passed my interview. When they doing a drug test, I failed.
The recent advances in new technologies such as artificial intelligence is making the global labor market more competitive, and many of South Africa's young people are being left behind. HR specialist Kabelo Mohotsi has cautioned young people on navigating the world of work while on alcohol and drugs.
The amount of people that take sick leave and the recurrence in which they take the sick leave, often you're able to pick up a pattern from that influences the productivity of the organization, in that, there are significant time and resources that are spent or invested in ensuring that, you're able to see this case through. For example, if someone were to show up intoxicated to work, there's time and effort in terms of, the disciplinary process that needs to happen from there.
Activists, families and survivors are looking towards the national dialogue for a frank talk about the youth and the struggle of drug abuse. President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced the long-awaited National Dialogue Initiative aimed at forging a common vision for the country amongst persistent socio-economic challenges. Katlagwa Logodi, SABC News at the Hector Peterson Square in Soweto.